You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
I'm so excited to be here because last time this young lady was here, I was not present.
Right. We have Luenell in here. Luenell, welcome back. Now, somebody hated on you, Luenell. Like, you had your picture posted right behind you, and somebody ripped your picture down, Luenell.
Who was it?
I don't know.
I was told that it was very innocently displaced due to putting new panels on the wall. I think that's what they told me to keep me from going ham.
I don't know. Who you got beef with?
Yeah, the studio
we'll say it's them.
People tend to go ham in the studio. So
just a little bit.
I don't have any beef. I don't think that I have any beef. You know, I think everybody know about the little snippet of snarkiness I had, with Nene. But that came and went, as did her comedic career.
Oh, my goodness.
And
so she's not doing stand-up comedy anymore?
Oh, she'll probably do it again if she wants to. She can do anything she wants to.
You didn't think she was funny?
I think this, everybody got their own fans.
Okay.
Even people you can't stand, they got fans.
Right.
So I had to come to that realization.
Let me tell you something. So the other day I went to Caroline's and I did see somebody get booed off the stage and I felt terrible, but she was really, really new, right, as far as comedy. And I was like, what tips would somebody give? What tips would Luenell give to her as a young comic? She went on a really busy night. The show was sold out. And it was unfortunate. She went up there. It didn't go well.
How long was she up there for?
Maybe like 3 minutes. But 3 minutes can feel like a really long time when it's not going well. And I was like, oh, man. It always starts when people start talking like no one's on stage. And then after a while, one person boos. And then she said, am I getting booed right now? And then they really started booing. So what happens when you start losing the audience? I'm sure you've seen this happen to people. What can you do to bring it back?
Well, I can only reference what I've seen because it has never happened to me.
There you go. Talk that ish.
However, but to be clear, if you're going to get booed, it will be in New York. That's number one. Number two, I did a show out, I think, in Brooklyn one time that went on to like 2:30 in the morning, had like one of the marathon 15 comics on the bill. I was like number 14 or 15. They was over it by the time I came on. So it ain't like I don't know, the feeling.
Did they boo you that?
No, I did not get booed. They respectfully just tipped out. Yeah, they just respectfully started to tip out. I was like, okay, I get it.
You don't want to be
Matter of fact, I was at that show.
You see, I
was at that show.
You see, I tell the truth, don't I?
Yeah, you was at that show.
You see, I tell the truth. Am I trying to hide anything?
No. I remember there was about 20 comedians on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and people were starting to walk out. Yeah, I remember that.
You don't want to be
last.
But
they didn't boo me. I've never been booed.
No, they didn't boo you.
Okay.
And what I would say to someone like that, basically, is just don't suck. If you're gonna go somewhere, filled up like that, and you better be balls to the wall, confident in your material and in your swag, and don't go in there like you would on amateur night. When there's 15 guys from the bowling alley in there. If you're gonna jump in front of an audience, it's just like everybody say, you only got one time to make a first impression.
How do you know when you're ready for a big night like that?
The geniuses know. I don't know. I see. There's people who do comedy and there's people who are comedy. I think I are it because it's been in me for so long, and I didn't think so because I really wanted to be a theatrical actress and work in the theater, and I started in the theater and I sang in the choir and I built sets and did all the thespian things and all that type of stuff. And that's where I was gonna go. But then, they talk about repressed memory. And I remember, my parents had this thing, it was called a hi-fi. It was a box like they had you put the albums in right here, or you could, maybe if you had a fancy one, had a radio over here. And if you was really balling, there was a turntable, a radio, and an 8-track. Okay, and you would open it up and you would put an album on. And I can remember being young and putting on these Red Fox albums and these Bill Cosby albums and some Richard when my parents were gone, and laying on the floor when the hi-fi would come on because they had to warm up, a little red light would come on at the bottom. I know these people out there know. Y'all old school know what I'm talking about with these hi-fi. The little red light would come on, you could play the record. I remember laying my little and putting my eye real close up to that red light and going in there and pretending I was in a seedy comedy club when I was young. And I just remembered that like maybe 2 years ago. So saying that to say, there's people who can learn how to sing, but can't nobody teach you how to sing. That's in you.
Gotcha.
You know, so there's people who can do comedy, but there's people who live it, breathe it, are it, bleed it. And that's who I am. And people like that, we know what we know. We know what's funny to everyone, not just funny to black folks, not just funny to young folks, not just funny to straight folks. What's funny to anybody? A professional comedian can rock any room, anywhere, with anybody. That's what we're paid to do.
Now, it seems like comedy is almost like the music industry when it comes to beefs and cliques. You know, of course, you know, with Katt Williams. Did you come up with Katt Williams, under Katt Williams? What is your relationship with Katt Williams, and how did your relationship come about with him?
We knew each other back in Oakland, California. We had a child the same age. We were in the same clubs, the same little gritty Oakland comedy clubs when ain't nobody had no money. I was doing public access TV sort of like this, but, you know, on like cable channel 37 like that.
Did you just call us public access TV?
I did.
Yeah, but no, trying to revolt TV a little bit right now. Kind of public access. She didn't lie.
Like this.
She didn't lie.
I'm just the family feel is what I'm trying to say.
I got you. We got you.
And we just know, you know, like a lot of people came out of Oakland at that time, Joey Wells and Harry Ratchford that worked for Kevin and have been writing for him for like 15 years. They came out of the same clique in Oakland, and me and Katt was in, and so I just been knowing them since then. As far as beefs go, I'm too old. First of all, I'm too old for the nonsense. Gotcha. I don't cyber bang. I'm not a keyboard gangster. Pull up. Let's have a conversation.
Right.
I'm not trying to physically beat nobody or break these nails. I may be old and I might be fat, but I got about 2 more squabs left in me if you want to get it, you know? But that's not really the point. The point is beat a person with your words. I'm a wordsmith. I have a degree in English. I talk for a living. I can make you think about to slit your throat, but actually I'm about to TT a little bit down my leg, but that's not what I'm conveying because I'm a boss. You understand?
What did you think about him when you seen Katt Williams on Frank and Wanda show?
Well...
Why you laughing like that?
Well,
because she knows him,
and I know Wanda.
Right.
I thought it was funny. You know, you always think it's funny when it ain't on you.
Right.
So I was laughing like everybody else. I was also, if her husband, if I was her husband, I would be mad like he was. You know, so I got no dog in this fight.
No horse in this race.
Both of the gentlemen, Kevin and Katt, spoke with me in glowing terms. Ain't nobody had nothing bad to say about Luenell. And I tried to keep it trill like that because I just do my job. I'm not a messy chick.
Did you try to squash it, though? Because you cool with
Did
both
I
of
try
them.
to squash it? That's not my job to get in boys' business. Just like it ain't men's jobs to get in girls' business.
Now, Luenell, you said you're not messy, but I seen you up here with Wax, and then I seen you with Bruno Mars.
First of all, I have to respect Wax for not sniffing my booty that day because I said, first of all, now he gonna get addicted, be following me around New York City. I ain't gonna be able to shake him. Second of all, I figured he probably had some little chickadee that said, if you put your face in her, it's it. And he thought about that about 5 inches away. So I give Wax respect. I noticed he's not here today.
No, he's not here today. He sends his love, though.
His girl was like, you ain't going to be up there with no damn Luenell, all right?
Well, I like men to wear their own pants in the family. But,
okay.
Now, what does your husband feel
wait,
about this?
about Bruno Mars. Let's get back to Bruno Mars.
What's she do with Bruno Mars?
Oh,
Are
man.
you not hip? Are you really in that Cat in the Hat outfit that you are you not in the world? Do you not know the earth-shaking...
You didn't see the whole thing?
She just used the word hip with me and say, I'm not hip.
They have a secret video of the two of them together. They were exposed. The two of them were together, and they were hugged up. And...
Really?
Got me saying, damn, girl, break it down for me. Got your body rocking side to side. Straight up. I put you on and now you're feeling right.
You cheating on your husband with Bruno? That's not a bad one.
My
though.
husband was very aware of what was getting ready to go down with me and Bruno. My husband's very aware of everything. That's why he's still.
Okay, I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, I don't sneak around and tip around.
You tell him.
Bosses don't do that.
Okay.
I tell y'all. And for those who are not familiar, it's all played out on Instagram. But maybe 3 months ago, my girlfriend went to go see Bruno, who everybody knows I love and adore because he's got that thing, that Prince, that Michael thing, that talented, plays more than one instrument, writes, does this. He's talented.
I could tell by the way you said his name. You said Bruno. No.
Oh.
And he's been doing it since he was a child. So he's in this. He's in it. You know, he's got it. He's got it. And he's got the little adorable thing, and he's just got that little powerful guy thing, that Prince and Katt and, Bruno and, and Kevin, the little young, tiny,
little
powerful.
petite.
Yeah, petite. But, so I made this video, and I just went in my bathroom. I was like, Bruno, hi, it's me, Luenell, and just wanted to tell you how much I adore you, and you're so cute, and you're so talented, and I'm coming to your show on October 23rd at the Staples Center, which I was going to buy a ticket and go in like a normal person, although I had already had my publicist trying to find his publicist, but we was to no avail. So I said, and when I come, I want you to alert your security. I'm going to be trying to get backstage to meet you,
right?
So that. Well, he got so many people tagged him, it had to come up on his radar. So maybe somebody at his camp, whatever, brought it to his attention.
Right.
He reposted it and then wrote me back, oh, Luenell, it's going to be great. I know who I'm singing to when I come to L.A., signed your little powerful. So I was like, oh, my God. And then like 200,000 hits later, this shit just went crazy. So then, blah, blah, blah. My publicist does reach his road manager. We get tickets, backstage passes. So then I made another video and said, today I'm coming to see you today. And then so people were following this storyline.
Right.
So then next I went to the concert. They took me back and we had a private moment.
Oh.
And we
on Instagram.
Kissed and hugged. And no, there's lots of
a lot more happened. Okay.
And lots of stuff that ain't on the ground, baby.
Okay.
I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. And so no, lots of that. But we hugged and kissed and said hello and took pictures and stuff like that. And then Bruno said, not my idea.
Okay.
You can't go in there to a superstar and say, hey, can we take a video? Can you put it up? You'll be like, I get paid $175,000 for that. So, But he said, let's make a video. I was like, okay.
What kind of video?
He said, whatever kind of video he wanted to make, I was with him.
So now there's this sex tape out.
Sex tape out?
No, I would never have sex on video. I don't like the faces that I make.
You never tried it?
No, baby.
Your husband never did a little camera thing?
My husband? No, not him. We know what we look like.
Okay, Luenell. Luenell, a little freaky dicky, huh?
Now, you are hosting the LOL Comedy Awards also.
Yeah.
So what are going to be some of the things you're looking forward to?
Well, first of all, just shout out to them even putting one together. Because the sadness of the industry is that nobody pats comedians on the back. Yet everybody want to be one. And as much as comedians kept BET afloat with Comic View, there's no tributes to Ronaldo Ray. There's no have the BET Comic View Comics come back and present some awards. Maybe people would like to see them.
Right.
People they would like to see them, but they don't even get invited. We don't get invited hardly or anything like that. So we're very sad and a little salty about that.
As you should.
And the fact that anybody, Marsha and them want to put this together. They had one last year, and I was awarded the Moms Mabley Legacy Honor, which I was very glad about that. And the one this year is even more star-studded with, people like Tracy Morgan and Dave Chappelle and Mike Epps and, you know, the great Paul Mooney, and just a bunch of really the OG seasoned, groundbreaking comics
Right.
getting a chance to get together and, you know, congratulate each other and stuff like that. And so I'm the host, and you could go to LOL Comedy Honors or LOLcomedy.com and find out more information about it because it's in 48 hours.
Right.
That sounds like a really fun night. A
Absolutely.
room full of comics.
Yeah, it
And an
can
award
be.
show?
You get
And
nervous
liquor.
about that? You get nervous about
No,
performing
why
in
would I
front of
be?
your peers? It's
no,
different for a
no.
crowd. Now these are your peers.
No. Everybody know me. They know what I do.
Mhm.
I think that the one thing I've come out of this game with is some respect.
Right.
You know, everybody may not like me. Everybody may not love me. A lot of people do. But for everybody to love you, there's 100,000 people who don't even know who you are.
Right.
So everybody need to get about their high horse and realize you don't rule the world. You just rule your section of it.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I think that, you know, the thing that people get killed in the street for is not the money, it's not the bra, it's respect
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think that I have earned respect in the game after being here for so long and still, drawing. No, I'm not, filling up Radio City Music Hall yet. But I still can pack out 500 a night in a city where they ain't, ain't going on. You know what I mean? And I'm making a living. I put my daughter through college with no financial aid or anything like that. And
she's so fortunate for that. Let me tell you.
and she and me.
Yeah.
Who you think really pay out the student loan?
Now, how do you feel about a lot of the internet comedians that are coming up and not necessarily had the same grind, but can still sell out arenas, not arenas, but sell out clubs and not really have a history? It's just more on 30 seconds.
Well, I think that everybody pretty much knows my stance on how I used to feel, but my opinions are changing.
Why is that?
I still feel like it hurts when you see people who just fly over your head.
Mm-hmm.
But that's in every business.
Right.
That's in the radio business all the time. And people train people that don't know shit, and all of a sudden that's your boss.
Right.
And so, I had to take that and compartmentalize and put that over here. Then, there's some that are really talented, and funny to me. And that's a very small portion. I'm going to put them over here. I don't need to see too many more of my brothers with these wigs on and this lipstick, not even being a good-looking drag queen, being a raggedy, ratchet-looking one. And, I mean, do your dad and your mom and them know what you do on the internet? I'm just wondering. There's a market for that, too, though. Got to put that over here.
If it's funny and there's a point.
Yeah, but I'm over my brothers in wigs. I'm over that. If you're going to be a master, Martin, if you're going to be a master, Tyler, if you're going to be a master at cross-dressing and doing comedy, then be a boss at it, be a master. But some of this shit is just raggedy and nasty. And that's what I'm like, really? Like, that don't transfer to a stage, you know what I'm saying, for long. You can make some miraculous tape in 30 seconds. You can make some miraculous little mini movies in 30 seconds on Instagram, but will that transfer to a stage? Now, the club owners don't give a shit because they got payroll to make.
They got to pack that club out.
They got to get paid. So I had to reconcile that. And the people that's getting the break, they don't care neither.
Right.
And why should they? Because they need to get their grip too, by any means necessary. When you're doing stuff, you don't think, like when I was doing this, I didn't think, 30 years from now, you don't think it's how far it's going to go, and I don't know how far that is going to go, their careers like that. But hopefully the talented ones will spin out and get a chance to show, and that's the break they got. It's the times have changed, and that's what it is. But there is respect in the struggle. There's beauty in the struggle. And, I'm sure the hip-hop artists feel the same way about people coming up, auto-tune this, that, make one trap song. Now they make millions of dollars. And these other guys, used to walk with the beatbox. Where that beatbox at?
Right.
There's a beatbox.
There's a
in
beatbox
there.
out there.
Yeah, walk with the beatbox through the boroughs and carrying crates of albums.
Records,
Well, they're
yeah.
not doing that no more.
Not
We
at
can't
all.
make it go back.
Not allowed.
Who's somebody that you saw the first time you saw them perform? You were like, that person's about to be a star.
Bruno.
I'm talking about comics.
Oh.
We still on Bruno.
I'ma always be on Bruno. Comics?
Like the first time you saw them, you weren't really aware of who they were, but you were like, that person's got it.
D.C. Curry. You know who D.C. Curry
No, who's
is?
D.C. Curry?
D.C. Curry was like John Witherspoon's brother in the barbecue, in the Friday. You don't know who D.C. Curry is?
No.
Oh!
Let me look it up.
Okay, well, he won the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition, and there was a Bay Area comedy competition for black comics, and it was
Oh
in
yeah,
Oakland,
I know
California.
D.C. Curry. You know D.C. Curry. When you see the picture.
And it was 3,000 seats in the Paramount Theater. And when he won, I just saw when he did his closing set that made him win, I saw the audience like in the wave, like at a baseball game, just all stand up, and I was like, "Whoa, that mother is a beast."
He was in Harlem Nights too.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff.
places. Yeah, you know who D.C. Curry is.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, what about writing your own jokes? How important is that? Because people get help, right?
A lot of people get help. Yep.
So how important is it to write your own material, or do you think most comics get help writing?
I do not know what most comics do. I don't know their process. I only know mine. And I don't write jokes because I don't tell jokes. I guess I came up through that, through that Cosby storytelling era, George Carlin and stuff like that. So I'm more of a storyteller. So I just really write bullet points.
Okay.
And then I...
It's like a TED Talk.
If you have the gift of gab, if you have the basics of English, because
English major.
Then you know how to structure something to where it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Even if you just got the bullet point, you can you can spin it. So I just write bullet points, and I don't ever write any jokes down, and it's all comes in my head. However, I did take extensive notes on the Aretha Franklin marathon funeral, and that is in my phone, and I just actually take that to the stage and read those.
What were some things that stood out to you about Aretha Franklin that you were taking notes on?
Well, I didn't know there was 150 pink Cadillacs in the world. And then I remember, oh shit, Mary Kay. Yeah, those. And that's where I guess all the Mary Kay chicks got together. Because where do 150 pink Cadillacs come from? I never had seen a wardrobe change on a corpse before.
Her corpse had a wardrobe change?
Yeah, like
Three.
2, 3 of
I
them.
didn't know that.
3 of them.
3, girl, you late.
Yeah, 3
She had
changes.
on red Louboutins and a red dress first, with them ankles crossed at the bottom. I'm Aretha for Halloween. See if you ever see my feet. But she had that on. Then she went to, I think, a powder blue, ice powder blue outfit and shoes, silver shoes, if I recall correctly. And then gold. She had they changed her again. Gold outfit, gold shoes. Now, there are people, as much as people beef and as much as people blab and as much as people take pictures and leak them, there are some people who are airtight, solid about their business. That's them people working in funeral homes with them celebrities, like people who dressed Elvis and the people who, did like, Whitney and stuff like that. They ain't talking. Don't you want to talk to them? I do.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be kind of weird. Kind of weird a little bit.
Well, don't you have questions? I got questions.
Like, what you want to know?
Well, like how you dress, like how you change once you get the, how you change again, and then you gotta roll them. Like, do you roll them? Do you
want to know if they roll the body, how they take the sleeves off?
I just want to know how you get it so perfect.
Are they wearing
so many
underwear? You want to know all that?
Yeah, I want to know all that.
People get paid a lot of money for that.
They
There's that Netflix special right now,
It's a great business.
actually what she does on the Netflix special, the scary one, what is it called? The one that I've been watching, The Haunting of Hill House or whatever.
Oh,
So
I
that's
don't
what-
watch nothing like that.
Why not? I love scary movies.
Girl,
I ain't doing no scary
no.
movies. I ain't doing no scary movie.
I keep it light. Baby. Keep it light and superficial.
I'm with you.
I don't go too deep.
I get scared too
Heck,
fast.
just seeing A Star Is Born, I'm still shell shocked from that, and I'm in it.
Yeah, you're in that movie.
You know, but at the end, man, no
Don't give away
spoiler
the
alert.
end.
No spoiler alert for the people. But I'm just saying, I was very emotionally, you know, turned around and twisted around in that film. Very, very emotional.
My goodness. Now tell them about the Comedy Awards. Can people get tickets? How can they see it? All that good stuff.
You got to go to lolcomedy.com, or you can go to the Instagram LOL Comedy Honors, and you can find out all that information there. And it's in 48 hours, and it's in Manhattan somewhere. But the information's all on there. And
me see where it is.
and besides bringing a new picture for you guys.
A nude picture?
No, nude.
Oh.
I do have nude pictures because you saw my penthouse pictures, didn't
Yeah,
you?
put him up on the wall.
Where's that bag with my CDs in it?
Uh-oh.
I have a new CD, and I brought one for everybody here.
Luenell, you better put them on some USB drives next
It's
time.
called, listen, I did that on purpose. It's for road trips when you're riding down the highway on the way to the casino or the penitentiary or
Okay.
something like that. Give one to him. Everybody get one. It's called I Only Drink at Work. But you can download it on iTunes
There you
and
go.
Amazon and Tidal and all that kind of
Plus,
stuff.
we're always working, so we always can
I
drink.
always drink at work. I always drink at work.
Well, thank you for joining us and coming through as always.
Is
And put
this
your
work?
picture up there.
That is work.
Now, is this work right here?
This is
let's have
absolutely
a
work
drink.
right here. Oh my God, you got a drink?
You know I do.
You're drinking
What you
some
want?
green juice.
Well, I don't mind. I try to balance my life. I do
Okay, what
green
we gonna do, a
juice.
shot?
What you want? Some rum?
No, what you want?
I'll do that. Let's do it.
Let's
We
do
got to
what we-
celebrate you and your new CD.
It's
I Only Drink at
Halloween.
Work.
Oh my
goodness.
God.
We gotta
Let me
keep it
see
real.
the CD so I can hold it up.
All right.
I only drink at work, everybody. Oh, thank you.
All right.
I
Well,
know
it's the
you wanted to
Breakfast
touch
Club.
me. You
It's
didn't want
Luenell.
to touch me.
Good morning.